Hello, friends. If you've watched any film about the Vietnam War, you've seen the indelible image. Brave American soldiers cutting through the Vietnamese sky, perched on the edge of a Huey helicopter, doors wide open, feet dangling into the void. It's an image of reckless defiance. But why did they do it? Were they not afraid of simply falling out? On one American veterans forum, this exact question was posed, and the answers provided by the men who were actually there reveal a crucial, gritty truth about combat survival. It wasn't about looking cool. It was about life and death. The first reason, according to officers like Patrick Holland, was pure combat effectiveness. Doors were removed, or at least kept open, first and foremost, for the door gunners' weapon ports. The Huey was constantly under threat. A door, even folded back, restricted the gunner's arc of fire. Open doors meant maximum field of view and maximum defensive firepower, allowing them to engage enemy targets immediately, both in the air and during landings. Secondly, speed was everything, especially in zones controlled by the enemy, where every extra second on the ground could cost lives. Open doors accelerated the controlled chaos of insertion and extraction. Soldiers didn't have to fumble with a latch or wait for a heavy sliding door. They could simply jump out upon touchdown and immediately put distance between themselves and the helicopter, which acted as a giant, noisy beacon for enemy fire. This speed was non-negotiable. The third reason, though less cinematic, was entirely practical: the environment. In the sweltering, tropical heat of Vietnam, the open door was effectively the only air conditioning the soldiers had. Many veterans noted that closing the door in a Huey was simply a bad idea, not just because of the heat. The floor of the helicopter was perpetually soiled, whether with mud, rain, blood from the wounded being transported, or worse. In the intense heat, the odors of men, sweat, fuel, and the constant byproducts of warfare were overwhelming. The open doors provided crucial ventilation to keep the air remotely breathable. Veterans like Bolden and others often recalled that after landing, they wanted to get away from the immediate vicinity of the helicopter as quickly as possible, not just because of enemy fire, but to escape the oppressive heat and odor trapped inside the metal shell. Sometimes, the doors were removed completely and left back at base. Given all of this, the most incredible truth remains. Despite the chaos and the dangling feet, veterans consistently report that on their watch, no one ever accidentally fell out of a flying helicopter. While many now look back at the old footage and wonder how they were so reckless, the body's instinct for survival and a smart reliance on safety straps prevailed. Veteran Bolden, for instance, recounted a terrifying moment during a sharp, evasive maneuver where he was almost thrown clear, literally dangling in midair, saved only by his safety harness, which his comrades quickly secured. These hair-raising, near-death instances were common, highlighting that the chances of falling were always present, but the combination of practical necessity and ingrained caution kept the casualty rate surprisingly low. The only times doors were regularly closed were due to extreme weather conditions, when the Huey reached high altitudes where the air became dangerously cold, or when command staff and high-ranking officers were aboard, a luxury not afforded to the men doing the fighting. The open door was the cost of doing business in the Vietnamese sky.